Augur participation in GMOs. Remember back in high school and middle school when a group project was assigned? Many people were excited and happy, and some were not, such as myself. Normally, I got to be the person to do most or all of the work, while other people they got off pretty easy and got the same grade I did whenever I did all the work. I wasn't a happy camper back then. There are many different types of group participation and in discussions. The topic of genetically modified organisms elicit many different levels of discussion participation, of none, fair, and knowledgeable. Over the past year, I served as the 2016 Miss Garrett County Farm Bureau. During the state competition for the Miss Maryland Agriculture title, we had three roundtable discussions about different topics in the agriculture industry. One of the topics was on GMOs, or genetically modified organisms. The definition of a GMO is an organism or microorganisms whose genetic material has been altered by means of genetic engineering. Or they go in to a little piece of DNA and they take some A, T, C, G pairs and they change them up to change different characteristics of a plant or animal. Many people believe GMOs are bad and even harmful, as well as think GMO is adding some extra ingredient to the crop or food. On this topic, many people have various opinions on the production of GMOs. Little to no participation from part of the group can be related to the amount of knowledge on the subject and how strong they are opinionated. During the discussion, it was evident who had knowledge and who did not. It was also evident of those who had done previous research and had a strong background knowledge on the topic and who did not. The group who had not as much knowledge as the knowledgeable ones sat quietly and observed the others, watching and seeing their opinions bounce back and forth between those with different opinions and those with correlating opinions. This group normally sat there and observed the conversation, but in some countries, GMOs are banned and are feared to be eaten. GMOs are also thought to be said to be giving cancer. I work at a public place at Trader's Coffee House. I was asked to see if the soy milk we had was non-GMO. And this lady said that Monsanto had given her cancer. So that is just one example of one of many different opinions people have on GMOs. Many people have strong opinions on GMOs and some do not. A person with an opinion will have a fair amount of information to share, even if you do not want to hear it, and it is factually wrong. When researching GMOs, many websites will come up with many different opinions. Remember, GMOs are organisms whose DNA has been changed, no extra ingredient added to it. Alternative Eating Politics website has a list of crops and animals on their website as being genetically modified. The growth hormone RBGH is injected into dairy cattle to increase milk production. This hormone is made in a lab, just as your medication is made in a lab, and are antibiotics. A cow is not genetically modified, but is given a hormone to help her increase her milk production. The cow's DNA was not changed at all. It was just given a hormone to add for milk production. Opinions are strong and can be hard to change, but with strong evidence, it is easy to show the truth. A person with a strong opinion will tell you their opinion. A strong opinionated person will try to persuade you or force you to believe their opinion is right. The only GMOs commercially available in the U.S. are the following 8 crops: soybeans, field corn and sweet corn, papaya, canola, cotton, alfalfa, sugar beets, and summer squash. Many products contain these crops. Many have a label that says non-GMO project verified. For example, soy milk is made from soybeans, which is one of the genetically modified crops on our list. So, therefore, we can assume that these soybeans are genetically modified and that this label is wrong and isn't a marketing scam for somebody who wants to buy non-GMO foods and is scared that they are going to get non-GMO and they are going to get GMO foods. A strong opinionated person may try to say I'm wrong about this, but with the help of research and viable resources, we can show the proof and real facts. GMOs elicit many different levels of participation in small groups. Participants with little to no knowledge normally observe and watch and hear until they gain enough knowledge to create their own opinion. People with a fair amount of knowledge have opinions, but have little facts on the topic. Knowledgeable people have facts and research to back up their knowledge-based opinions. GMOs are not harmful and provide many resources to the world. Farmers now produce more food on less land. Without GMO crops, you may be hungry.